at that. Okay, ready? Never seen one of them before. Look, it looks like an apple tree. Maybe an apple tree? Folks, welcome to Planet Traffic. Today's episode is coming from, this is a very, I almost forgot. Welcome to Planet Traffic. I am Mikey Heels, as seen on Channel 2 News Atlanta. Okay, we have to do that. But yeah, today's video, very special video with a very special title. Let me think of where I'm at. Well, I know the city I'm in, so that helps. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. That Columbia, South Carolina. And I got to put a marker down where my car's parked because I really don't know a lot about this. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, car's parked. Columbia, South Carolina. Here come the fucking cloud. I usually don't curse because I know try to be nice because I know my granddaughter's going to look at this at some point. But anyway, look at this piece. Nice piece here. Let me tell you something. Tonight, special night. It's a night. Folks, you're not going to believe who's with me. One of my main homies. Right? I'm going to bring my main homie in. Two Philly. Here's the title of the video. Two Grandpops go to see Negative Approach. That dude, that people are going to go, wait a minute, what? Like that actually happened, and it did. So here we are.
Hey, what's up, guys?
It's me. It's Fish. It's the two of us. Columbia, South Carolina. You've been here before?
I've never been here.
See, there's two of us.
Yep.
I have no idea what's going on, and that's the way I like it. And I hope anyone from the area who does potentially click this video gets a bunch of laughs, because we technically really don't know. I don't know where I'm at. I had a fun time trying to find a decent parking space. That was fun. But now we're just going to move on to just some of this mural action. This graffiti piece is amazing. And that's it. And I'm not going to bother him all day with shooting video. This is obviously something I do.
There's a couple cool ones down here.
Oh, that's going to be on. So okay. See you next clip. Yeah. Get far, and we're already getting hit with the punk. Look, a place actually called Sid and Nancy's. It looks like it's clothing. It doesn't look like something me and you, even though we see that on the front, it doesn't look like it's something me and you would walk in and start shopping in.
Fashion in there.
But anyway, Sid and Nancy's.
Black leather vest.
Yeah, it's been, yeah, that's not really what I'm doing. But Fish stopped in this place called Big Dave's Cheesesteaks, and the one thing I like about it is right away it's like, what did it say? A taste of Philly or something?
Taste of Philly.
A taste of Philly. So we're having a taste of Philly. Two Philly guys in South Carolina having a taste of Philly. And there we have it. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things go with it. And that's about how that's going to go. We'll check back way after. Yeah. All right. So Big Dave's Cheesesteaks here in Columbia, South Carolina. Let's get this guy in the clip. Or see if he can move the phone. There he goes, the high-tech phone recording. So yeah, we went to Big Dave's. Dude, I actually thought it was very tasty. And that, again, in the South, yep. My experience has been, that's been a real hit and miss situation. What do you think?
Well, I could say it's definitely the best cheesesteak I've ever had in Columbia, South Carolina. No, I thought it was decent, man. I mean, they seemed to get the bread was close.
Yeah,
you know,
it was close. Yeah,
finally chopped one. Like
yeah. Let's keep moving because I got a feeling we're going to be getting.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, man. So like that was yeah. I think that was the best move for us to start walking. And yeah, nah, dude. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, everything's not going to be. No. It is, but when you're honestly when you're south of the border, whatever the heck they're calling the Mason-Dixon line, whatever we're doing.
I went through that south of the border shit. They said you picked, did I?
Oh yeah, that was a good pick. He had the LOAFASS belt with him. You can never go wrong with that.
Keep it in the trunk just in case.
Absolutely. Yep. So yeah, that was there. There you go. Your food review in Columbia, South Carolina. Okay. Anytime I see like a dancing water, like a water, yeah, this. Okay, sorry. They were words that I think that's some high level. That's some high budget stuff when it's dancing and it's not just springing up and down. It's actually doing some other things.
there's a midget underneath who's holding the hose.
Yo, so here's the public parking, and I'm going to tell you what, I think they need to. Yeah, I think you're right, dude. I think a lot of things must be closed. Look at this thing, ain't even getting any business. Nothing.
No cars.
But that mural's pretty sick. And we'll take a peek at this Bob Marley right here, a little bit up close. There we have it. A little Bob Marley action. Yeah. And then 5 Points. So look, I lived in Philly. I live outside Atlanta. I visited Columbia, and all of us are doing some type of 5 Points thingy. And the Columbia, South Carolina is no difference, because that's what this is, 5 Points area in Columbia. Me and Fish thought we were maybe the only celebrities you were going to see here in Columbia, South Carolina, but check this out. Spin around and look at what we got here. So if you, any of you Hootie fans, there's a, maybe they're from Columbia, South Carolina. Let's take a picture of it. And yeah, a few hours away from Negative Approach, seeing Negative Approach.
It is. The time is completely approaching us.
Not even negatively, positively,
approaching
for the Negative Approach show tonight. But anyway, yeah. Again, Columbia, South Carolina. Me and Fish been hanging out all day. One of my favorite LOAFASS songs ever. And there's honestly there's many of them, but the one of the ones I really like. I got some clarity today about where it came from. So the song, just to throw the softball at Fish. Better Than You is, first question, how old is the song Better Than You? Old, just roundabout.
So it's definitely at least 20 years old. So it's going to be older.
Yeah, so the song's 20 years old. And if you know this, if you know Fish and you know LOAFASS, there's obviously, most bands, there's a reason why they write something. He told me the story today about an old Battle of the Bands scenario that LOAFASS was involved in that went during the course of time, like week in and week out. And it's like, oh shit, we're moving on to the following week of Battle of the Bands. And they needed 3 songs. And then I guess you guys needed a track for that final event. And then...
Well, they told us to bring our 3 best songs to the event. Yeah. We first of all, we didn't think we could ever win this event. This was not a time when they were looking for, the music we were doing. I don't know if they've ever been looking for the music we're doing, but it definitely wasn't then. We weren't as well, I guess, polished. It's when Veronica was in the band.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And so we're like, all right, they want us to do our 3 best songs. Why don't we do 2, and let's make up a song and we'll do it for the first time ever that night. And we were actually at band practice the night before, and I said we should just write a song about how much better we are than all those other bands.
Perfection. Yeah, that's fucking great, dude.
We're taking that whole professional wrestling kind of attitude.
Oh yeah,
and it worked. Yeah, and it was just. So, we didn't have much time to research and stretch it very far, so we went to just Better Than You.
And 20 years later, it's an instant crowd reaction every time.
That's a fun one. It's what was funny is we wrote that for that Battle of the Bands, but as we started playing a lot more in New York and we knew a lot of those fans, with the rivalry of the 2 cities, we'd always yell out for the New Yorkers. Right. We want to let them know that it goes out to them.
As you should. I've had a number. He's done Better Than You a number of times, and immediately after, like, I just want to say hi to the Heels and just make sure they know we're better than you, and we'll start ripping into it. Yeah, and the band that. So it's not like you wrote Better Than You because it was a specific band on the Battle of the Bands, but one of the bands were Truly Dicks.
Yes, that was. I'm trying to remember what their name was. It's funny. I always think of it when I hear Workhorse 3 because it wasn't it was Gift Horse.
Gift Horse.
Yeah, I never looked them in the mouth, by the way.
Gift Horse in the mouth. Yeah, don't do that. No. Yeah.
But
no matter who says.
They were Gift Horse. They were from like Maryland or something, and they were pretty boys and they were pretty polished. And they came in first, and it was funny because afterwards, they were complete douches. They were, but there is a good side to it where so they're douches. So we got stuck with a bar. We had a bar tab that we had run up over the course of the night. It was about, I don't know, $150. I think I make it bigger every time I tell the story. You know. Yeah. Just like my dick. I truly think it was like $150. So I said to the bartender, I said, hey, the band was telling us how we were truly the better of the two bands, and they really wish the money would have went to us. So they said they would offer to pick up our bar tab. I said I wanted to tip you ever, so I gave her some cash, and we tipped her out really nicely. And then we stuck that with the bar tab. So I didn't know. I mean, we didn't run in the same circles. I didn't think we'd ever run into those guys again. And then it was actually at the Abilene when I used to book those punk rock nights at the Abilene.
Okay. Where was that place at?
That was on South Street. Abilene was right next to it was right next to Fat Tuesdays.
Oh wow!
It was across the street from the Tusk.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, Abilene. I used to book punk rock Thursdays there for I don't know, from probably 2004 to 2010, maybe 8, maybe.
Okay.
Jackie used to run my sound.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've been on some bills. Jackie ran the sound.
Yeah.
So that we were together on there. Okay. I love that kind of history.
Yeah, it was awesome. But so the dude shows up and he's like, you're that guy. He goes, dude, that wasn't cool. You stuck us with the tab. I said, dude, you're kind of a dick. He goes, yeah. But he's a good guy. He said, yeah, I was kind of a dick. I said, I'll buy you beer. We go, but that's the fun stuff. That's the stuff I think you got to do. That's the. I think maybe I watched too much Blues Brothers growing up or some shit like that. Bad '80s. I believe that's the type of fun.
That's okay because that's. I love that. I think that was great.
We weren't playing music for the money, so we weren't paying the bar tab. We were sticking in with the bar tab for the money either.
Yeah, that's a great moment right there. Yeah. So now we know where Better Than You came from. And now, while we're sitting on this green, this is velvet. This is really
it's
chic.
It's either velvet or velour. It might be velour.
It's very chic.
I'm going to make a pair of underwear out
of it. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Braxy B is going to be me because I keep using chic, the word chic. I never use chic, but I just want to use it because I feel like it's a new word for me to use. This is chic. But while we're sitting on it, we're going to talk real quick before we move on to somewhere else later tonight. Here's a guy that started in West Virginia.
Yes.
Right?
Well, ish. Yeah. I moved around a lot before Illinois, and I just kept moving further. But I spent the majority of my childhood in West Virginia.
Okay.
From like first to middle of my 8th grade year.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So we say West Virginia, then he finds his way inevitably to the Delaware Valley.
Not just the Delaware Valley. We moved to the West Virginia of Philadelphia. We moved to Delco.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah.
Delco,
it's kind of the West Virginia. Yeah.
And the reason why I'm bringing all that up is, I mean, it's West Virginia. It's like, Jersey, Philly, Fort Washington. Not to give all the info out, but then he finally does the big move. And now we're going to find the groundbreaking story that, at least for me, when he goes to North Carolina, can you give us the alligator story?
Okay, so I know that there's gators in North Carolina, and we saw them, and I mean we saw them like out other places and on the news and things like that. There's a pond, like you can go down to the Tiger Mart, and there's a pond out back, and there's almost always a gator that's kind of swimming around. Yeah. They're waiting for chicken boats. People come out and throw their.
And all you're seeing is the eyes, right?
No. So they will come and they will stand. It'll be the whole head. It'll be the whole head. They do. Sometimes they'll get up and they'll sunbathe, but most of the time it'll be the head. But it's funny because they'll go and you will see the eyes floating across, but it's like a log. It'll be the back of the spine and the tail. Yeah. And that's exactly how I ended up seeing. So we live on a small lake.
Yeah.
And right out in our backyard, about 40, 50 feet from our back door, And on the way there, I have a small room where I have a smoker and I like to grill room, little bar and stuff like that, which is an outdoor. It's screened in, but it's like an outdoor kitchen. So I cook there a lot, but I prep the stuff in the house and I take it out and go back and forth, back and forth, back. So the day before, the older lady who lives next to us, who's about I guess 80-some years old, Mrs. Mitchell. She goes, "Hey, I just want you to fish. I just want you to know that if the kitty cats are outside, be careful because I saw a gator that's been around the lake." And I'm thinking, oh, poor sweet old crazy Miss Mitchell saw a log floating on my lake. I mean, literally the week before, this is a true story. The week before, my brother and sister-in-law were in visiting, and they have two kids. They're 2 kids, and my brother-in-law John, he and his son, who is, I guess he would. Let's see, I'm trying to think who it was. Oh, it was just one of his kids. It was about probably 8 at the time. He goes, "Hey, I know there's alligators around here, but have you ever saw any alligators in that lake?" I said, "I've never saw a gator in that lake." And I hadn't. And Mrs. Mitchell, to my credit, had not even mentioned it to me at the time. There was a sign that said there might be alligators in the lake, but I never saw them. Yeah. So he and the kid swim from one end of the lake to the other. Good swimmers. Yeah. So 1 week later, she says to me, "Just be careful with the kitties, because I saw a gator around there." I'm thinking, oh, this poor crazy old bird. so I'm coming out of my door, walking the stuff from my house to my kitchen. I'm like, I go,
oh my God.
Like, oh shit. I sit my food down and I walk down to the dog, and there he is. About a 5-foot gator, back and forth. Just
in the water, though.
In the water, yeah.
Okay, we didn't come up on the ground yet.
You can usually tell, because we have a lot of turtles that are near us. Yeah. And when the turtles start disappearing, there's usually a gator.
That's wild, dude.
There's 50 lake. There's a big lake that actually doesn't have water in it right now because the dam had broke. It'll be done within a year. Yeah. But there's 50 small lakes that surround it, and they're all they're man-made, and are kind of connected through through like a drainage system. Yeah. So those gators, they move from one to the other.
No, dude, that's wild.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like when you're a Delaware Valley guy, and then it's. I mean, we don't have it in Georgia, but like I obviously saw it when I was in Florida. But it's like, and to me, I'm like, oh my shit! Like when I see a gator, you know, I act accordingly. Like I'm not the guy that goes, let's see how close we can get so we can get a picture of it. I'm not doing that.
But. Oh yeah, I'm not getting that close either. But I mean, I'm not that scared. And I think they are a little bit scared of us. I told you I caught that little one.
Dude, they're savage.
They are.
Like, so you're catching that little one, you better watch it.
I had a net that I hooked it with, and that little thing had so much power.
Wow.
We ended up putting it into one of those big totes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know where we released it?
Where?
Back in my lake.
Oh, I thought you took it to Mitchell's.
No, back in my fucking lake.
So give that a couple years, and then see, I'm always wondering, like when you're transporting food from the kitchen to where you're cooking it, if they start getting a vibe like, yo, I smell chicken in there, I smell something, they might actually come up and go, yo, throw me a piece or something, like, you know what I mean?
No, they don't come up that far.
See, thank God.
Well, at least not yet.
Dude, that's wild, dude. That's wild.
Awesome, man.
Yo, so neither one of us have ever seen Negative Approach.
Nope.
Look, first of all, we're both grandfathers now. I just want to congratulate you on
congratulations,
film,
man,
brother. You know what I mean? Like two grandfathers, and that's going to be the title of the video. Grandpops. I might go I like Grandpop. So 2 Grandpops go see Negative Approach. Because I literally have never seen that on as a YouTube title ever before. And if I had seen it, I would literally turn it on.
I'm a grandpa too. You're grandpop or grandpa?
Well, I'm Pop.
You're Pop. Okay.
I'm Pop. Yeah, I'm Pop. Pop. Yeah, Papa. Then she hits me with she does, sometimes she'll leave the other, it's not Pop. It's Papa.
Oh, Papa.
So that's what we're doing. We're doing Papa. Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, it's enough to make me, I'm like, oh boy.
It doesn't matter.
I don't like leaving her. It is what it is. But anyway, 2 Grandpops see Negative Approach, and Negative Approach for the first time.
That's right.
Dude, wild. First time I ever went to a punk rock show, hardcore punk show, was 1983. That's when Tied Down came out.
Yep.
It's kind of wild when you put it all together, because it's like, not only are me and Fish, you're not as old as me, right? You're when I'm 58. I'll be 59 next month.
No, I am 54. I have to think. Yeah, I'll be 54.
Yeah.
Wait.
Figure it out.
I'm 53. I'll be 54 this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a youngster.
But at the end of the day, it's like, the fact that, we're not promised anything. The fact that we're both here, Negative Approach is still playing gigs.
Yep.
I can't wait, to see them, see what they're saying. It's amazing. But we're both still playing gigs.
Still playing gigs, man. Next month. But before October.
Close. So before we close this segment out, we're playing 2 gigs. We're playing one in New York, October. I'm not going to get the date right, and I'm not going to look it up right now either. But anyway, the first Friday and Saturday in October, you could see LOAFASS. You could see the Heels on the same bill. 2 straight nights. You could just come up and travel with us.
Friday in New York and Saturday in Philly.
Yeah.
At El Bar.
At the legendary El Bar. And, so there you go. Okay. Yeah, so right down the street from Hootie and the Blowfish Boulevard, which is that place right here with the rubies, whatever that is, rubies there, that's Hootie and the Blowfish Boulevard, is, look at that, that's a nice sky right there, is the New Brooklyn Tavern. I love this marquee. And this is where we're seeing Negative Approach tonight. Sick Bike. There's music off to the side, so I'm going to stop because I'll get I'm going to get the old copyright flag from YouTube. But I don't even think that music's really coming from inside here, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, this is what it looks like on the outside. New Brooklyn Tavern, Columbia, South Carolina. No, South Kakalaki. So we just saw Wastoid from Charlotte, North Carolina, and they were really good. Like, what's really refreshing for me is to be having been at shows since I was, since I was 17 or 18 years old, whatever it was, I forget. Which basically, I'm clear, that's 40 years worth, dude. When I'm looking at that fucking pit in there, I'm literally seeing the same damn thing I saw when I was growing up, and I love that.
I love it too, man. The energy. Like, I wasn't sure at first, but I'll tell you, they were fucking. They had the same thing, man. They had the metal sound, but they still had a lot of that old funk roots. I mean, I heard a lot of fucking rotting fruit in there.
There was a lot of they were doing a lot of great shit, and then the people reacting to it. I'm like, when I look at it, I go, there's so many people bitch about punk in 2025. They've been bitching about it every freaking year, right? Oh God, it's over and blah 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 blah. But then when you see a floor like that, people reacting the way they react, dude, there was a part there where like literally skanking, moshing, whatever the fuck we're calling it, just everything was there, right? And then at one point it looked like there was even a circle pit. They were trying to start
it going. They were trying to get it going.
I mean, that's just really great, man.
Girls and guys, the combination is fucking nice. It's nice to see, man.
Yeah, like young people really have mad respect. Yes, yeah. Not the one where we're taking the crap at each other, trying to punch as many people as you can. And the wild thing is, check this out. I'm gonna show you this. You gotta remember, today's a Monday night, and right down the way here. I don't know what it's called, 9. It might be called 9. But yo, right down the way, this place is doing some fairly heavy stuff also. So whether they're piggybacking or that's just a normal thing for them, that's wild. 2 doors down. Question about that whole experience. What'd you think of that floor underneath us?
It was almost Elbar worthy of bounciness.
Yeah, that was a trampoline.
That was a trampoline.
A wooden trampoline.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay to the back and land on some of those people when we all go through.
Yeah. Yes. That's the way you do a sidewalk. Look at this. Nowhere near the street. You're safe.
Look at the trees as a buffer.
Yeah. Yeah, and tree protection. That's fucking pretty good. Oh yeah. What fish found. So right, this is Hootie and the Blowfish Boulevard right here. And there you have it. Let me see. Big giant pick. Right there. I don't know. This must be something too, right? This design, some kind of.
That's the blowfish.
That's the blowfish right there. Okay, I like it. So this is exactly what you want to see after a night of punk, like hardcore, and especially a negative approach. Look at this peaceful, serene situation. Really,
we're taking a positive approach.
Yeah, a more positive approach happening. And this is late night in Columbia, South Carolina. Look at it. Look at that water dancing. Look at it. All right, folks, that's going to about do it for this episode. This area where me and Fish met up in is basically in between our homes in Columbia, South Carolina. Actually gets an absolute thumbs up. Absolutely do it again. A band like Negative Approach. This is, you know, to be able to see them. The venue was awesome. We talked about that. All right. And the area was really nice, man. It's like it's like a real artistic vibe in the sense that, like, you know, for like the art that I like, they got a skate shop there. They got what else they got? They got some record stores. Everything's like right there in that little area where we had our Airbnb for the night. And yo, man, I thought it was great. Negative, first of the 2 bands we got to see, Wastoid and Negative Approach, were fantastic. They were just absolutely fantastic. The crowd was fantastic, venue, all that good stuff. Absolutely will come back, and it'll absolutely be on my channel when we do. So folks, folks, thanks for watching. Have a great day, pleasant tomorrow. Yeah, like, follow, subscribe. I'm really close to getting 800 subscribers, and you know, jump on board this journey of, I don't know, just going out and living life and enjoying, and etc., 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 etc. I'm actually Martin Luther King Park here in Columbia, South Carolina, and probably do a little bit of riding around. Check my reels, my short reels, for some more riding based vids in the area, and that's going to about do it. All right, have a great day, pleasant tomorrow, and I'll see you next episode. Oh,